Hello and welcome to Happy Foot, Sad Foot, your premier English language Mazatlán podcast. I'm Travis Helwig.
I'm Vince LaRosa.
I'm Darren Miller.
And boy, what a victory for the boys in purple and red today. I just want to say, really, they doubted us from the start. We didn't show up in the first half, but Mazatlán really, as a club, showed up in the second half, and I was proud of our squad. What'd you guys think?
I mean, that's why we bleed purple, baby.
I wish they wore purple. It's a cool color because no one really wears it.
I just want to
show us something tonight, you know.
As we get started, everyone here in the chat and on screen, remember, Heung-min's son's team could be watching and wondering if LAFC is a community and a team he wants to join. So I'm just going to say we're building something special here in Los Angeles. Everything's going really fantastic here.
Travis.
Nothing to worry about.
I want the chat to be their true selves because I'm keeping notes. I'm taking notes after a game in which Yao Yaboa, Kenny Nielsen, Saldana started, and actually they were better in the half that they played in. The majority did.
Yeah, let's just rotate the squad for just keep them in.
I mean, Kenny Nielsen,
starters, right?
Kenny Nielsen seems ready, right? After 2 games, I'm like, give him minutes. He seems solid these last 2 games.
Kenny Nielsen's a dude, man.
I mean, get him a haircut.
I'm not gonna go too crazy, but the guy, he definitely hasn't played his way out of the starting lineup, and for sure is in the 18.
It is hard to like Kenny Nielsen because he looks like the guy that the girl you had a crush on in high school is dating when you're being friend zoned and she calls you upset with how Kenny Nielsen's treating her. And you're like, I'm right here, babe.
Yeah.
I'm right here.
Also, how do you, obviously he's doing this shit. Of course.
Yes, of course. He's
two Georgetown haters. Does it change at all? Because I found this out today in the game. Kenny Nielsen is from Irvine originally, went to Georgetown.
Okay.
So is that because he traveled? Clearly, he wanted to play for a good soccer school, so it wasn't necessarily he loved Georgetown. It was just kind of where
I'm sorry, you lost me at good.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm assuming there are a guy. Well, Georgetown is a soccer school now, Darren. I hate to break it to you.
You've already lost me.
They've won national championships. They really are. But I'm sure there are people on the East Coast that Georgetown is their allegiance.
Georgetown, the university.
No, the town, George.
Oh. I mean, Georgetown, the town, very beautiful. Love the area of Georgetown.
It is nice. It's very
I hate
nice.
everyone who's ever gone to Georgetown University. I mean, it was remarkable. And I feel like this is the second time this has happened where we rested our starters, brought them on late in a game to be like, okay, now's the time to turn it on. And they just don't seem as scary off the bench as they do when they can ease into a game. I wasn't wrong in seeing it that way, right? Our starters, maybe they brought their starters on too, and it sort of nullified it. But I was happier with the team before the changes were made.
I was feeling great. I was feeling great with the subs starting off. I mean, I guess maybe we were grading on a curve watching that game, but the first half seemed
We were grading on a curve.
Sure.
Both teams had their second string in to start.
I mean, so who came in? Delgado, Bawanga, Ordaz.
I mean, Abobasi and Yaboa did nothing. You're right. They did nothing. But Martinez seemed to get lost the minute Ordaz and Bawanga got out there, no?
I mean, he was fading a little bit. I mean, Bawanga did okay-ish. Can I give you the ultimate top line of this game?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes ball don't go in. And I know that's not going to make anyone happy, but sometimes ball don't go.
Sometimes ball hit crossbar.
The LAFC should have won this game
by 6
sometimes
goals, right? We had maybe. Is Vince on a delay for you too, or is it just for me, dude?
Yeah, Vince, you need to put a call into Mr. Spectrum.
God damn it.
He's just trying to get out of talking about this.
And I do have Spectrum.
Come on, Mr. Spectrum.
No, I'm on. I'm fine. I'll be right back.
Yeah, it was. Like Martinez had 2 he should have scored. Smolyakov almost scored again from 40 feet away. He keeps coming very close to doing that. I mean, it just was like I was feeling okay in the first half, and we've done what we've done before, which is give up a goal immediately after scoring.
Yeah.
And it just is, it's a level of sloppiness and inconsistency that we've had all season. The season is like 8 games away from being over. Now only getting 1 point in this League's Cup.
Is it really 8 games?
I don't know. It's a small amount after League's Cup.
Okay.
And like, getting 1 point, not obviously other MLS teams did poorly as well today, but like 1 point is not good enough to be in the top 4 of MLS. So it seems in this one game, we've probably lost our League's Cup chances as well, which is like, maybe it's good. Why don't we play the fucking B squad for the other games and give everybody some rest,
I think we should play the B squad for the other games to give ourselves a chance to win League's Cup.
I should have known better than to wear an Arsenal jersey for a tournament match. Of course, we're not going to win a trophy.
Yeah, you're not. You're telling on yourself right now. You're not.
Oh, I have to hide it from Son.
Oh my God, Travis, what are you doing? Like actually,
sabotaging us everywhere.
You started this. You starting the show by saying we just in case his team is watching in an Arsenal kit.
I will say, I'll buy a Tottenham hot. No, I won't. I won't do that. Look, this game sucked. It was stupid, but we did get to see the longest LAFC penalty kick shootout of all time, and we lost, which is the most LAFC way to end the longest LAFC penalty kick shootout of all time.
The most LAFC way to end it is Bouanga skying it. I think that was a real signature move by us. But I will say, the saddest happy foot I can muster.
Wait, can I say something about that real quick?
Yes.
About Bouanga skying it. The minute the player before him had a really beautiful penalty, I knew that Denny Bouanga would try to do something really beautiful with his penalty to be like, I can also do that, man. And immediately.
Hubris is often the culprit with Bouanga, but the volume and frequency of hubris is very impressive.
Okay.
Like,
also,
tiny little hubris moments throughout every match.
Let's quickly, while we're on the penalty kick, talk about Ochoa going the same way 8 times in a row.
Ochoa beat the odds in the wrong direction. Like, can you believe? Like he outmathed the math.
It's mathematically very difficult to do what Ochoa did. It's really hard to do that.
I can't believe, like, he was impressively bad.
And also, it also penciled him into a corner where he had to overthink everything after that. Where it's like, this is the time where they're going to go the way I'm going, right? Well, I better go that way again. Yeah. And like, they just were like, we're just going to keep going right until you go that way, man. And then he did, and they still made it.
There was a point where he guessed right and they missed, right? Like what you just said. And then the next one, they did a close up on his face, and it was just right across his face. It was just, I have no fucking clue what to do now.
He was so confident. He was so confident to start, and you could just see it drain from his face over the course of
it's like, I kept going the one way, and then I went the other way, and I guessed right, and I scored, and then
We're making fun of Ochoa, Vince. Your Wi-Fi is still bad. Oh, it's the tsunami, Vince.
I'm so mad. Go. My internet is so bad, and I'm
oh no.
And I'm probably gonna die tonight.
This is the last time we'll see you. Yeah.
And all I would really want is for my last.
Well, we'll never know.
He really said, all I would really want is for my last. And then we lost him.
If we lose Vince in a tsunami tonight at 1 a.m., everybody let him know in the chat how much you love him. Don't be mean about how much he likes this team. Just tell him how much you love him. Say that the team played well one last time for him. Mr. Spectrum is like what's that movie It Follows, where now that I got rid of it, Vince has
the Mr. Spectrum Spectre.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sorry, Darren, I interrupted you before when you were going to say something.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well,
you had a sappy foot.
Oh, yes, that's right. Oh, wow, that was a long time ago. Thanks for tracking the interruption. I would say the saddest happy foot that maybe I've ever said, the lowest bar for a happy foot, is my happy foot tonight, which is I got to, in a very literal sense, I got to watch LAFC score goals, like a bunch of them.
It was fun to watch a bunch
At a certain
of people.
point, yeah, go ahead.
Well, where I just was like, this is definitely the guy who's going to miss. Smolyakov's definitely going to miss.
That was fun. But there was a point halfway through it where I was just like, I mean, I guess I am watching LAFC score goals technically. And I am, part of me is actually enjoying that.
Yeah, I was feeling pretty down going into penalties. And the fact that we got to see a 12-round penalty, it's just like fun to see your team score that much, even if you lose. Like there's something like baby brained where you're just like, yeah.
I'll go in net. I mean, what can I say? That's all we can ask for at this point, because we've asked for everything else. So we didn't get it. And now we'll just go, here's the next thing on the list.
It was, do you have any other? I mean, I thought first 30 minutes of David Martinez is everything we could have imagined he could be as a player. The next 70 minutes were, or the next 60 minutes were everything we thought we had in David Martinez as a player, right? Like really impressive first half from him. And then the minute one little thing goes wrong, he really gets in his head. I was so happy for that chip and that celebration, where the celebration was just like, I don't know what I got to fucking do to score, man.
Yeah, it felt like a real, like, maybe this could be the moment where he finally arrived. And we had a text thread where we were like, okay, well, this is the moment where anytime something particularly good or particularly bad happens to David Martinez, he could check out for the rest of the game. Let's see if he shows us something. And he did. He checked out for the rest of the game. Mm-hmm. And it was like so disappointing, because this is he got both, really. Like something particularly disappointing and something particularly good happened to him. And we'll never know which one it was that made him decide to just hit the off switch. But in a moment where we thought we could get the David Martinez that we've been hoping for all season, we got the David Martinez that we've gotten all season.
It very much felt like, I don't know. He felt like he was also out of shape from not playing as much because Gil Rosen took all of his minutes, but he really seemed like he had something to prove at the beginning, and then it just faded away as it went. I know there are people that really swear by him, and you see it, right? You see those flashes of brilliance where he passes across the field and it's great, or he can like suddenly make really incredible moves, but it's just so inconsistent. And Denny Bwanga has proven that he gets the benefit of the doubt when he fucks up. And David Martinez fucks up more times than he gets it right. And I know he's young, and I was hoping this would be his breakout year, but it clearly is not. And it is clearly Nathan Ordaz's breakout year. Martinez seems frustrated with the club, and I don't blame him. Who knows if he'll be here next season?
Why don't you blame him?
For being frustrated with the club? I mean, it's clearly not the way that he wants to play, which is get me the ball and let me do what I want to do.
Okay, well, he'll be frustrated with a lot of clubs.
Yes. We have a couple super chats too. I don't want to make this a long one because this was a stupid game. Nut says, Vince, time to sucky Mr. Spectrum. Thank you so much for the $5 to make us have to say that out loud. Vince,
I can't believe it.
Time to sucky Mr. Spectrum. Thank you so much, Nut.
Travis did it. Look how clear and crisp he's coming in.
There's no proof of that, Darren.
Look at the picture. You look beautiful, Travis.
I invested in an incredible system, and it had nothing to do with anything I did for the beautiful Mr. Spectrum.
I don't like this. I don't
wonderful, wonderful man.
I'm in the middle of your trauma. Okay. We have more super chats. Super chat from Von Amirian. Thank you so much. He says we should have known Tillman was going to miss when he was rolled out there with the JV squad to start the game. Tillman, he went on a good stretch there where we didn't have to worry about him, and I think that stretch is over.
I don't know. I think it's been a long time since Tillman played in a way that we were really impressed by. I know that they say he's consistent, and I do think that there's things that are hard to catch on TV that he does. The flashes of really impressive creativity that we saw, like for the beginning of last season, honestly, we haven't seen that in a while. Like we're more than halfway through this season.
It seems like he's giving us a choice each season, and it's like
Vince is reminding us of something in the chat. Tillman dropped a dime for the assist. Vince is here to give us positivity in the chat.
It's true. Yeah. Well, I guess we got both sides. I was gonna say this still tracks actually. It seems like with Tillman we get to have consistency or the wilder swings of ups and downs. We get to have greatness and flops. Or he'll fly under the radar and he'll be consistent and good, not great.
I love watching the photo of Vince as he's mad that he can't interrupt us and tell us that Tillman did well. He's shaking his head at us.
You can come back on. You weren't that bad. I'm putting Vince on.
Okay, I don't want to.
You're actually good now. You're synced up.
Chat. I like being in the chat. It's more fun.
I did say who is Saldana when he was on. I was like, I've never seen that name before.
Well, he played a couple games early in the season, then
before he got Amaya.
Yeah.
Remind us why Tillman is an incredible player for LAFC.
Wait, tell me why you thought he was bad. I love this. I love when people go like, "Hey, Tillman was bad." I go, "Well, what did he do?" They're like, "He was just bad."
Nothing.
And I'm like. There's literally 1,000 million actions in the game, and you're like, can't name one.
He missed a PK,
and I'll say
So did Bouanga. So we're calling Bouanga.
Yeah, he sucked too. Yeah, I mean, he's the leader of the team. He's the best player on the team. Like, he should absolutely make the PK.
Bouanga didn't have to run for 90 minutes. He should be making his PKs.
Yeah, totally.
I would say
both of them should. They're both veterans of the team and leaders of the team. They should absolutely both have made those PKs. Ochoa made a PK.
I'm still waiting. This is garbage podcast.
You got other ones to join. Go join another one, motherfucker.
Okay,
You're here with us.
Again. I will.
Do it, you fucking coward. No, I mean, I think I get frustrated with Tillman because it feels like sometimes he's sluggish in the way he gets back. Sometimes I see him making mistakes and taking a half second before he returns. Like there's a level of when he was out.
But in this game,
I don't know.
I was going to say one of the other big things he did was recover late to save the defense when they were in disarray and poke a ball away.
I wasn't watching this game.
Yeah, I
saw him do exactly what I said, which was that he flopped bigger than usual and had bigger good plays than usual. And it seems like we're either getting the middle of the road consistency, good, not great, or we're getting the greatness and the shit.
I think Tillman has had bad games. This is not one of them. That would be my final statement on this. I really don't think he had a bad game. This was actually one of the few games where I honestly watched this and I was like, you could say that no one had a great game, or you could say like not a lot of players had a good game, but it'd be hard pressed other than like Travis, you pointed this out on the goal, like Ochoa, bad positioning.
Yeah. I thought we didn't even mention that on the show.
I thought the 10 starters, I don't think you could point at any one of them and say they had a bad game. I thought that they at least did their jobs, and some of them had good games, some of them had better games. But again, I mean, this is ball don't go in net, but like this was one of the more fun games to watch. Like they were moving the ball around, they were attacking, they created chances.
I didn't have much fun watching the second half of that game. I really did not have fun
because you didn't win the game. But like you should be up 3-0 by halftime
in the first half. You're right. Yeah, but it felt like I'm left with a bad taste in my mouth from that game because of how bad the second half was, where it just felt like we knew we had to win and we weren't creative or clinical in any way.
Not creative. I would disagree with, not clinical.
Okay, fair. I would also say,
which to something we've been talking about for the past few weeks is like this team needs reinforcements and they need quality reinforcements. Like I would say this: we watched a game against Portland where like they weren't creative at all, and you can't even be clinical if you're not creative. In this game, they were at least creative and they weren't clinical. So we're thinking still you need quality reinforcements. You would hope that a heung-min Son, if he's on the end of one of those passes, instead of David Martinez, it's going in the back of the net. Or I mean, I don't know where their mind is at. They brought in Schwanier. Doesn't seem like they're going to bring in more midfielders. I would love a midfielder that scores some goals and is a little more creative because like Amaya's just not doing it, right? But I just feel like this is not the game to be so upset about, but I understand why this is where your frustration has finally boiled over, if that makes sense.
I just was annoyed watching this game, right? Like I got bored and then annoyed at this team because I just feel like I feel like I have been watching I feel like I've been edged for the whole season, right? I feel like there are flashes where I also want to first bring up this comment, which I love, from APFX45, a man who has never commented before. Watching this bull jive, interesting word. Have I ever heard bull jive before?
No.
Bull
Very
jive.
70s.
Watching this bull jive is truly like getting a frontal lobotomy, 4 ellipses. And that was done without anesthesia, puke. Are you saying you got a frontal lobotomy? Like, did you get a frontal lobotomy without anesthesia?
Is he talking about our show or the game?
He's talking about our show. He's talking about our show is like getting a frontal lobotomy. But are you saying, I'm trying to understand, I think this comment's funny, but I want to know how funny. And I'm trying to get at that.
What's the floor? What's the minimum funny here?
We have other super chats we need to get to. This game isn't worth talking about.
This wasn't a super chat, just for the record.
No, this was, but I liked bull.
It was too good to pass.
It was too creative of a, yeah. If you want to be mean to us, make it this good, right? I want this person on the show. Super chat from Greg Gager. Thanks so much, Greg. Hot take: the Galaxy season is barely more embarrassing than LAFC.
Definitely a hot
Disagree.
take. Move on.
Disagree.
Definitely a hot take.
We played in the Club World Cup. They've won like 2 games. What are we fucking talking about? Yes,
their
we're
fans
bad.
are literally boycotting the team.
Yeah,
we're also 4th in the West. It's fine to be middle. It's fine to be in the middle. As long as we get in the playoffs, we have a fucking shot. Yes, we're bad. Yes, I'm having fun. This take is stupid. Thank you for $5. Rebecca Braverman, $9.99. Thank you so much. Wish Ryan and Bikes and BBQ a happy big birthday. Happy big birthday.
Happy big birthday, Ryan.
I like that you made big small.
Happy big birthday and all
happy
that
big
bull
birthday.
Mikey says $4.99. Get Vince a new Ethern cable fund. Thank you so much, Mikey, for the super chat. We'll get him an Ethern cable as soon as we can.
Someone throw in some money for Mikey to get that E and T at the end of Ethernet.
Yeah, he's got a limited number.
Yeah.
The Vince, also your Wi-Fi has been great since you came back. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Weird.
Just long enough to have a quick little meeting with Mr. Spectrum.
What was going on under that table, Vince? Nut, thank you so much for the $5. Breaking news: Vince joins Corner of the Galaxy with Kevin Baxter. I don't know. Would you want to do that? Kevin's nice to us.
How much do they pay?
Do they pay?
I don't know.
I think
Kevin Baxter is a real journalist. He must be getting paid, right?
Do they have a Patreon? Have they heard about super chats? Because they'll pay you $5 to
don't
say
give away all the secrets.
Yeah.
And remember, YouTube gets 50% of the cut.
More than that.
Yeah, more than. And then
That's true.
split the rest by a third. All right, final super chat from Vaughn Amirian, $4.99. Thank you so much. You guys can just continue your rom-com conversation instead of this game. Yeah, that was much more fun than talking about
did
this
you watch any more since?
I watched the final 10 minutes of Crazy Stupid Love today, and that's it. That's all I watched.
I just finished editing last night's episode before the game started. I haven't watched shit.
Darren, thank you so much for editing 2 separate clips.
Darren, I believe that you haven't seen a movie since your children have been born.
Honestly, I have seen like 2.
Yeah. Aside from the movies that they want to watch.
Right. Yeah. Ask me about Pixar.
Freddie Dominguez brings up a great point. Travis jinxed us, jinx spelled like the Pokemon, when he compared Mazatlán to Tunis. That is exactly what happened. 2 equally soul-crushing games, in my opinion. And I guess I wanted to win the Tunis game more than I cared about this one, and especially because we played our B squad for 65 minutes of this game. But They both feel equally like, I feel embarrassed that we didn't do better in this game. I really thought we should do better against Mazatlán. And then in a nice way, it takes the pressure off the Leagues Cup for the rest of the games because we're not moving on unless everyone else does really, really poorly.
I still have hope.
Everyone else has done really poorly, though, to start.
Yeah.
But they have to for another few days before we can have hope again.
Oh, fair.
Almost every MLS team lost tonight.
Are we back on the we want to go forward? I thought we were team.
By the end of the podcast, I decided I cared about Leagues Cup, and then once I saw the roster, I decided maybe I'm the only one. APFX is back. I like you guys. Only solace to be found after that disaster class.
Oh, that's fair.
I liked it better when you were mean to us.
Wait, so maybe he was talking about the game.
I see. I wanted you to be talking about us.
Yeah,
calling us bull jive.
Or maybe the lobotomy is just done, so he's cured now, and now he likes us because the lobotomy's done. So he's had a lobotomy, so he's just like, yes, okay. Isn't that what a lobotomy does? Just kind of lets you kind of coast.
I think it just takes out part of your brain, and they don't really know what happens.
That's it really is a shot in the dark of a procedure, right?
Darren, you're trying to convince me to get one. It just makes you coast. No, the way you said it sounded so nice.
Lobotomy's kind of like, a joint.
Just takes the edge off.
I want to answer this question. Be real. Are y'all sick of Dolo yet? I'm sick of talking about Dolo.
Yes.
I'm so tired of that being the entire conversation that if
I'm very much wondering what he had to do with this game.
I would be I don't even care anymore. Like I think he's done dumb things this season, and we've talked about it before he decided to leave. I'm just so tired of having to talk about it after every game that I'm like, yeah, please leave now. I don't want to fucking have to talk about this anymore. I'm tired of it. Is a good one still banned? No, he was brought back for he had a temporary ban from Twitter.
But I have to say, if we're losing a little bit of a good one juice in the days leading up to the match, it's not a good omen. It's not good for our strength. We need him at full strength in, I would say, the full week. So yeah, it's not good. That's part of the rotation issues. It's part of the roster depth issues that we've been having. Yeah, we need him back.
He's been
the
waiting.
Hat is a good luck charm.
That we've yet to lose a game when I wear the hat.
Yeah.
Guys. I guess I won't wear it next game. We'll see what happens.
What's our record when you wear an Arsenal
Travis,
jersey?
could you imagine?
Bad.
And I don't think we can make this happen, but if we could get Steve to wear that hat one game, just see what happens.
Well, we can't let people know that we talked to Steve before and after each of these things so he can tell us what to say. Yeah. We can't let people know how close we are to Mr. Toronto.
Yeah. Oh, he's gone.
Oh.
What?
What is happening?
He just fully left.
That was weird.
That was very weird.
I was yanked off by LAFC PR. They didn't want me to keep going.
That's fair.
No, you can't let them know. Oh, Jeff Tuck was waiting. We just kept him waiting, and he left. Sorry, Jeff.
I mean, what else is there to say from this game? Any happy feat we want to take from that? I do think Martinez played good at times. I think the only upside of the last two games was the rise of Kenny. Kenny, I forgot his last name, Nielsen. Kenny Nielsen, the man who is dating the girl that I'm in love with, is I am in love with him. I'm in love with him now, I think.
Oh, a triangle.
Yeah.
This is
it's an unrequited triangle, though. They both like each other and no one likes me.
We've made it back to teen dramas. Teen dramas can sometimes be rom-coms, but they're not real rom-coms.
I have a happy foot.
Oh.
Generally speaking, when LAFC rotates this much, they're shit. Like and beyond the frustrating that Travis is explaining
totally
from this, like they were cohesive and actually like I could understand the ideas that they had. Again, did not win the game. Ball did not go in net, but I liked watching some of the moments that they had. Like they for rotating as much as they did. Again, we've talked about this a lot, and I still think it stands. It's a point that's important. Like there's not much there other than like the 11, and even the 11 is suspect, right? So we think that this team definitely needs to be busy in the window, and they have been so far. It looks like 2 center backs, Chouanier, and then let's see what happens to these 2 DP spots. Actually, we didn't even bring this up.
Oh yeah, go for it.
The reason why Sergi Palencia and Hugo Lloris were gone, which everyone knew, was to get green cards. What we didn't know was that the rule has changed a little bit, and the fact that if you have initiated the process before the secondary window, it actually counts for this season. So if their process goes through like it should, they will open up 2 international spots. At first, we all were thinking, oh, this is so silly. Like, why would you do this now? I guess you do it when you can do it, but also this isn't going to count till next season. No, it's going to count for this season. So it's definitely with a play to fill those spots, DP spots with international spots without having to pay. I think the last going rate for an international spot was $275K. Let's say $500K for 2 spots. Like, that's a good chunk of money. LAFC can't afford to get rid of that. Especially having brought in, I think, high TAM players in the center backs and Chouanier. That's awesome. Like, so I think if we're looking at this, we're saying they are aggressively going after, opening the channels to go after players that can change this team. And that's going to be good. But yeah, I'm a little excited that actually the dudes that are like 13, 14, 15 on the bench, I'm not totally terrified of now. Because I definitely was until literally this moment.
Part of what made the game disappointing is that it was very exciting to see subs start this game and come out with some extra fight. Like, they really wanted it. They were hungry in a way that we have not seen a rotated squad play this season at all, to your point, Vince. And frankly, have not seen enough times from the starters. Like, they played with an aggression and a sense of urgency and a hunger and like positive excitement that we're not used to seeing from any version of the team.
It's not a glowing endorsement, but they actually played like they had met each other before. Like, oh yeah, I know you. I can pass you the ball. You pass me the ball back. This is great. Isn't this fun? Like,
I remember
they had never done that before. They had never done that before. I will say one of the things that Dunseth pointed out, he was like, well, these guys have in training. I mean, they're always playing with each other, so they have to know each other. I don't know how he thinks training goes, but they don't just play 11v11 all the time with the guys. Like, it doesn't work that way. And when they do play 11v11, it's normally just like these shadow games to just like get ready for the last day training. It doesn't work that way.
It's so funny that you said that, because when he said that, I was like, wow, that's a really great point. They do play with each other all the time against the main squad. And I bet that's really hard for them when they're always losing, but they do get time together.
Yeah, they really don't. You don't play 11v11 much in training, to be honest.
The B team is like the Washington Generals in practice.
I want to go back to what you said about the green card thing, because I want to make sure people understand I don't think we've seen this before for the team, where they were just middle of the season, like, get out of here, go get your green card, right? Like, it means that there's something that we are bringing players in. I don't know how many international slots we have, but like, that's an exciting thing to have in our back pocket, is that they were like, it's okay for you guys to miss a match, and we're going to stagger which matches they are, but we're going to make sure that we lose one of you for each, so you can go get and take and as long as the process goes well, now you'll be domestic players for the rest of the season. I mean, I'm surprised more teams haven't done that, if that's the case. I guess they just don't have players coming.
Maybe they have. It's not like a thing we would really hear about.
Yeah, they could. I was just surprised, because the rule was last season, I'm pretty positive, was because MLS was like, we're tired of this happening. Like, exactly what happened, they were tired of happening, where teams were just like, hey, guess what? This guy's got a green card now, so we have an international spot. So they said, you got to get your business done before the season started. And that honestly, to me, that made sense. But I guess they've changed it to where it fits the transfer window, which also makes sense to some regard. And yeah, Travis, you're exactly right. This is a signal of them saying, like, we're going to be aggressive. Now, we talked about this in our last episode with Griezmann and Son. Like, you can't plan for everything at the end of the day, especially with club legends. But LAFC is definitely clearing the deck and clearing the spots to make it happen.
The last I've heard, and it's basically the same that everyone else has heard, just with slightly more context, is just everything. We've put everything on the table possible, and now it's up to Son. and he can decide if he wants to play another year in Tottenham or he can come here. And I have a feeling, I mean, if he signs, I do think Vince's bet could cash. I think it could happen sooner rather than later, but there is no decision. It's just up to him at this point. Tottenham and LAFC are both on board with it if he wants to do it. It's up to the player. So we'll see. I mean, that would be incredibly exciting, but I don't want to be hurt again. I just don't want to be hurt again. Is it true that LAFC is asking $12 million for Bouanga? I don't think we're shopping Bouanga. I don't think if someone comes in and offers a bunch of money, maybe we'd consider it. But these rumors are not based in anything. And I actually think Mexican press attacked other press recently for other Mexican press for getting it completely wrong. Like, I don't think it was ever close with Club America. I don't even know if there was contact with Club America. It just was like press eating itself. So I would, everyone be cool about Bouanga. I'm almost 100% positive he's staying. If he's not, it'll probably be for more than $12 million, I think.
Definitely more than $12.
Yeah, definitely more than 12. Okay, Heel is here briefly. I don't want to do this for much longer. Jeff, you have 2 minutes. Go.
He was the best player on the pitch. You guys are absolutely out of your minds if you think that he was like slouching or whatever. He was making those staggered runs where
you broke up. You broke up.
Who are you talking? Who?
Oh, you think David Martinez was the best player? Oh my God!
Oh, I thought you were talking about Tillman. I was like, okay, maybe.
No. Tillman was fine. Vince is right. He wasn't good or bad. He was just there. David Martinez was the best guy on the field. Like, it's not even close. Like, he had 2
for like 20 minutes.
No, dog. Listen, nobody had a good game. Who had a great game other than David Martinez? Who was better?
Yeah, maybe
than Martinez?
you're right.
I am.
You're right.
Thank you.
I didn't, but that doesn't mean he had a great game.
No, and also you're like, who had a bad game? I'll tell you who had a bad game. Yo, bummer. That guy's a bum. Get that
he's
guy
just
out
bad.
of here. That was
Low hanging
awful.
fruit.
I do think you're like, I don't know if anybody had a bad game. Oh, good night. That guy was terrible. Like, he missed the scoring one. He had threw one over the top with nothing. He gave up the counter on the other end of it. Had to get himself a yellow. Awful, miserable.
I think he's the worst player on our team, I would say.
You know what? There's somebody worse, but I'm not seeing anybody fuck up like that consistently because whoever's worse is not playing. You know what I mean? I was miserable.
He drives a Porsche. I saw him drive a Porsche out of the stadium. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
He can afford a Porsche. We're at the place where we're a LA. I guess that's a good sign for the league where our subs
lease.
can drive.
You
Porsche.
can lease.
Yeah.
I mean, a Porsche lease is not cheap, man. He doesn't.
Yeah, but he's been playing for a while. He's been playing for a while.
You get a Porsche for like $90K. We're not talking about a Ferrari.
Yeah, you can just be bad about how you prioritize your finances.
That's what it is.
I do it all the time.
The 2 dads on the thing are like, that's a bad use of your money, man.
Yeah.
Be more responsible. Yeah,
that's true. We used to see players roll in with like Balenciaga, like the younger players, and we're like, dude, you're making like $70K. Don't be wearing your money.
I guess if you live with your parents still, I guess you have Balenciaga money, but whatever. Last thing, I'm sure you guys couldn't see this on the broadcast, but Bouanga was telling Ochoa where the penalty kicks were going to be, and I think he did it 6 times and was right 5 times, and Ochoa didn't listen to him.
That's really interesting. You couldn't see it on the
checks out.
Really?
That checks out.
Yeah, and it was like really obvious where he's like doing this, and you can absolutely see that what he's trying to do. And maybe Ochoa can't see him. Maybe the guy needs contacts, or maybe he's just out of his mind, which he absolutely is.
Well, how would he know from where he is?
That's why Bouanga's a DP. That he knows what's good. Like, this is why he gets paid.
That's why he's a DP. What about that last PK?
No, but you learn.
That's why he's
as a goalie.
That's why he's not in the Premier League.
But,
okay, there's levels. Okay,
as a goalie, you're trained like the body language of the hips and the way they look and things like that. And Bouanga probably knows as someone who takes a lot of PKs. The tells, especially maybe from a different angle than the goalie can see. So that's what he's indicating to Ochoa, who maybe isn't as adept at seeing those things. But it's not like Hugo Lloris is great.
I thought you were going to say who isn't smart, which would check out.
I mean, Ochoa going the same way 8 times in a row was one. I was laughing out loud every time it happened.
Where was
Ochoa? He just
painted
himself in a corner.
Where was Ochoa on that last PK to signal to Bouanga where the goal is?
Go here.
I think you guys
anything
are being
else?
too hard on Bouanga. He made his first one. I think
only Darren's being hard on Bouanga.
I think we're all going to forget about this whole Leagues Cup. I think if Sun comes, this whole season will feel like a mirage that never happened, and we're all going to think about our lives pre-Sun coming and post-Sun being here.
Yeah.
It's going to be amazing.
100%.
Yeah, and it's hard to care right now because if Sun doesn't come, then we can all just sort of stay at home and not watch the games. And if he does, then we're all going to have every Korean friend we have is going to be our best friend immediately. You know what I mean? I'm going to be able to sell those tickets for tons of money on the secondary market. I'm going to feel
all of
joy,
our tickets.
you know?
Thank God they didn't raise our ticket prices, because if he comes next season, we're going to be able to sell those babies.
But I mean, it's going to be amazing.
I gotta say, I hate this attitude from both of you.
What?
This
Okay.
sucks.
You want? Okay, I'm going to start charging you for my season tickets. You fuck. I've been giving you free tickets all these times.
I'll pay.
Wow.
Do you know how many games I've paid my full freight and then you see them on StubHub for like legitimately like nothing? Like
It is. I
I'm
paid for
owed.
Leagues Cup, and I always just forget to fucking opt out. But if you go on StubHub right now, I could have gotten my section for like $15. It's so stupid that I opted in.
I think they dropped everybody from the top thing of Founders Club or whatever. You know how there's like the 2 levels, like there's that whatever that thing in the 200 thing is. All those people went down to the 100, so it wouldn't be embarrassing. I think like there was nobody on that 200 level above the thing. So yeah, it's I get to sell my LAFC versus the Colorado Rapids tickets. I'm not a bad fan if I do that.
I'm not calling you a bad fan.
Thank you so much, Jeff. We love you. Just kidding. We hate you. Got him. You got him. You fucking dork. All right, this is going on for too long for how. This is my favorite comment I've seen today. Hashtag Bob in. We want Bob back. I'm old enough to remember Bob out.
Yeah.
That one I felt was more valid, but who cares? This is our show. We're doing this again Friday, right?
Yeah.
That's exactly how it went in the locker room too.
That was just a hard realization. Yeah.
This is such a good comeback for what I said to Darren. Yeah, Darren, start paying Travis's wife for those tickets she's finding.
Wow. And the show.
Thank you, Jen.
Mic drop.
That hurt both of us, honestly.
Ooh,
You more.
right.
You
We're
more.
both more. It's a good time to remember. Go to patreon.com/happyfootsad.
Please.
The only place that I make my income.
And maybe buy some merch.
Maybe some merch. Yeah, just like if you find me on Venmo and you just want to send me a Venmo, that'd be nice.
Yeah, you need to put your Cash App link in your bio.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, enough of this bull jive. We'll see you on Friday. I love you. Bye.
I love you. Bye.
Vince.
Full drive, baby.
This is true, Jason.
Is that sports?